right, fool? Shit. Let it be known then. Circle tight, little
That's a normal thing.
The insecurities of artists, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And plus, you're like, you did every single line on there, so you know where all the kind of like weird shit is. When I look at your shit, I don't see any of the stuff that you see because like you put it there, so you're like that didn't go where I wanted it to.
My O on the one that I didn't make. So my O is like from about 9 o'clock all the way till about 7 o'clock. My S comes through, but there's a gap because here's the middle part of my S, and it comes back around this way. There's supposed to be the letters. The O is supposed to flow through right there, and I chopped it, and I think I ended up like reversing what I was supposed to do, so that's why I ended up like that. But I mean, I cleaned it up, I guess. But like nobody knew, or maybe they did. I don't know.
Right.
Marlo, what's up? Who won?
I got a battle in November.
Oh, the homie's gonna battle
I
in
thought
November.
I was gonna go van, and it was like, no, you're gonna battle. I was like, oh shit. All right.
Hey, you ever been swindled into a battle like that? Hey, who wants to come out and join 11th Dimension in November? Hey, I'll come through. All right, cool, man. You're battling
this dude. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Right. Sign up for that.
Because usually I'll go van at the events. Like when he'll have them, I'll usually go sell my
Now you're
merch. And
battling.
stuff. Yeah, and this time he was like, no, you're battling. And I was like, oh, I thought you wanted me to come sell shit merch.
I was
and shit.
gonna have merch, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But I mean, I'm down. Whatever. I mean,
Hell yeah.
it's always fun.
No, I think it's dope. I like it. We gotta get Buzz out there.
What's that?
We gotta get you to join it, and
Yeah, I'd be down for sure.
yeah, you know what? We'll talk to Marlo. Let's see who we got. Or he's the one he's got it all set up and stuff. But sometimes some of the guys that, oh man, I can't make it or something. So we'll set something.
Yeah,
up,
I'd be down for that for sure.
Yeah, man, we gotta get you out. We gotta get you out, boss.
No, it's fucked up because like when I opened the shop in Pedro, I was working the counter. I was the only one there, so like I got to know everybody in Pedro. Like so I learned who everybody was. Like I knew whose homies were and who's beefing. Like I knew everything. Out here, I don't know shit. Like I don't know shit at all. Cause like at this part of my business, like I'm not quite as I'm more focused on the back end stuff. Right. So I'm like, fuck, dude, I've been in Vegas almost 3 years. Like
I love San Pedro.
I'm not involved
Nice.
in the culture like I should be. So
well, I think
your
your other location might have slightly played with that. And you didn't know any better, but it. Where you're at now is way dope, especially because across the street, like that's kind of. I think they want that to be the art district as well. The whole commercial center.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of artsy fartsy stuff going on over there. But the other location was just more in the cut. Well, there used to be a Scandia right there.
What?
Do you know what Scandia is?
No.
You know, like man, it's where they have the miniature golf.
Oh, really?
And yeah, you can go inside and play the arcade games. And it's right there on the 15, I think.
Like a golf and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, like when we're driving over to Cali, it's like right there.
Yeah, that
has,
other
like, that windmill.
That other spot, like I honestly didn't even really care where it was. It was just like because most of our stuff is online, so like it was sort of like where it was. It was like if people find us cool, if not, it is what it is. Because like everybody's in the back doing all kinds of shit. But like after a while, I was like, they were gonna tear that building down. So I'm like, well, let's get something that's like a little more.
You guys doing screen printing right there, or?
No, we don't do any screen
Let me know if
printing.
you need screen printing, man.
Yeah, I'll hit you up. Yeah.
So you go outside the back side of your building, and there's another building like over here in the back. They got a big gate around it. It's like a gate around it, but it goes up. It says law office or something up top.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But there's a lip right there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, me and Draco caught that so long ago, man. That's why they put the other fence the way it is right there. Like,
oh really? You used to get hit a lot?
No, we were the only ones. They tore down some houses back there. It's not to say that nobody hit any of that area. Man, that's where people are passing through. We're catching those spots. We just so happened to be able to find the back entrance. Not entrance to the building. It was like, the pipes, scaling the pipes.
Yeah.
It got us to this another section, but we had to climb to the top roof, and then had to drop down.
Oh shit.
And like I was a little taller than the other homie, so when we were getting back up, I had to like push him back up.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I had to push him up, and then like I was able to like run and jump and kind of catch it. But we only lasted for a week, bro. They got us,
shit.
yeah, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah,
It
and
sucks when you put all that effort
yeah,
into
man.
a
We were,
spot and they buff it
we're
right
like,
away.
oh, watch all these fools are gonna see it, man. We were still in school at that time, and we were like,
You're mad because some regular cat just got up there too. You're like, what the fuck?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was all this area is completely different, man. I mean, I'm from right here in this area over here. Where your shop's at, across the street is Q Club, which I think they changed it though. Where all that spray paint is.
Oh yeah.
The Q Club is right there. That was the Q Club. So we'd be at the Q Club. There was like some of the Mexican clubs over there. Las Palmas. I always go down over there all the time. But then like they would throw raves in like weird spots. Sometimes they would throw a rave in some of those Mexican clubs over there. So you'd have like your greasers, you know what I mean? Some paisas be there like, what's going on here, man? And then you would have like tagger fools, and then like, you see, oh man, this dude's here, damn, man. Like, yeah, man. Well, I mean, it was active right here up and down Sahara. For sure active. But what time you got, man? I think,
Yeah. I
Almost
probably should
9,
head
yeah.
out.
8:53.
About
Oh,
that time.
that's a good time. Where we at? What did it say? What am I?
Almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
An hour and 52 minutes.
Yes, sir. All
It's
right.
like the camera stopped an hour ago, man. I don't know.
No, it's running, my boy. It's running. We got it right here for sure. I looked for some punk rock music, but it didn't have it.
We want to hear metal, not punk rock.
I was
So
just
in
trying to
metal,
see.
Slayer or Metallica?
Well, yeah, I like both now. Like
Yeah.
I was more of a metalhead when I was younger, and then
Who was it?
and then I got into punk a little bit. Now I like both.
Yeah.
I like everything now.
I just don't like soft. If it's like hardcore punk, I love it. But if it's like soft or
Yeah, I
kinda
don't like any of that
stallish, I don't
poppy
really-
shit.
yeah.
No, I don't like that stuff. No, I like old school
Yeah.
punk. Yeah.
That's why I had to put Metallica up right here, Ride the Lightning. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I'll throw
yeah.
one of them up there.
Yeah, like the first 3 albums,
Sick.
I fuck with those. After
Yeah.
that, it kind
Kill
of
'Em All, Ride the Lightning, and Master of Puppets.
Master of Puppets. Yeah.
Sure.
And Justice for All like was good, but like
Yeah, that was dope too.
it was on the way.
Yeah, I like Battery.
Yeah.
That song's sick.
Man, I mean, I listen to it, but I don't know the distinction between those bands like that to say this one's punk, this one's rock, or this is
Yeah.
metal. Or, I mean, some stuff I guess I could kind of say, but I like all music though. If the song's good, the song's good.
Biggest mosh pit you been in? Or you like to mosh pit?
Yeah, back then I don't
Biggest
do it
one?
now.
What's the biggest one you remember?
I mean, it wasn't even the big ones. Like the most violent ones were like
Yeah.
the most.
Hey, not the biggest
memorable.
one. Have you been in? It's how many people's face did you break?
Yeah, it was like I don't know, like
You're a
probably
big
Bad
boy.
Religion. Like Bad Religion in the '90s was
Oh,
a
shit.
different. It was a different thing.
Yeah.
I saw them at this little
Dead
club,
Kennedy.
and it was Dead Kennedys. I never saw them live, but those I wasn't ready for some of those.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't think Bad Religion, like as you look at it now, they're a little more mainstream.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of surprised when you said that.
But like
Oh,
in
wow.
the '90s, like it was a different
Yeah.
different energy.
Before they made it there, huh?
Yeah.
He was probably like Slayer too, and Lamb of God, and at
Yeah.
Long Beach Arena. I was at the Long Beach Arena. Have you ever been to that one? The
No.
Long Beach. So it's
I
like
never went to any of those big shows. Like I saw Metallica in '88, I think,
Oh shit!
at an arena.
But that's when they're active, like they could still got the energy.
Yeah,
like-
but I wasn't anywhere near the front, so I didn't really get into the pit. But it was like those little club shows, like
Right.
fucking like
Lady
Creator and
Factory.
bands like that, like speed metal bands and stuff. They
Mm.
play these smaller venues, and like I was at a club once, just waiting for the bands to come on. Remember that band Death, that metal band? They
Oh,
were
yeah.
like super like infamous kind of
Right.
band. they just played them on the screen, and the whole place turned into like a big circle pit.
Yeah.
Just from that, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I was a little kid, you
Yeah.
know, like, not a little kid, but like maybe 14.
Right.
Wasn't ready for that shit.
Hey, it gets real, huh? You're like, oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's why the small venues are always dope. It's more intimate and
It
shit.
reminds me of the Sally Port.
Oh my god. Remember when the riots would pop off, homie?
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey, keep your back against the wall, man. Oh man, just clowning, man, clowning around.
My bad. Didn't mean to trigger your trauma, bro.
Yeah, man, it was my trauma and shit, man.
Getting flashbacks
Hey,
and
hey,
shit.
hey, I'm not attacking anybody. I'm just talking. That's it.
Right.
Hey, well, I had a good time, man. I actually got to. That's cool. You broke down a lot of. We got to talk about a lot of graffiti stuff in the sense of like letter structures and man, what if you just add a light over here? You know, all that is good information, especially you've. I mean, I know you do your thing, you know, but you've seen the advance, like how it's just so far advanced, man. I like sometimes I'm like, how does this dude do that? How does
Yeah.
he do this? And they're taking away those rules, man. But learn them rules. My opinion. You agree? Learn the rules first.
I
then
think
right
so.
there.
I mean, I think
At least the foundation.
yeah, like start with the simples and get that down because like doing a simple letter a lot of times is harder because you can't hide behind all kinds of arrows
Right.
and shit and fucking all this weird shit, you know. So like
Yeah.
you get that down, you learn how to balance letters, you start adding a little thing here and there. Like I never really got that far out of that phase. Like I still do simple shit. That's what I like. But
Because you can't go wrong.
I mean, it's
I
like
mean-
if it looks, I always just like, I want people to be able to read it. Like
Right.
if you're like 200 yards away and you can't tell that says bus, then I fucked up. You know what I mean? Like that was my shit. And I still like I said, like I like the bombing style graph. You know, that's just what I like. But I also do like looking at like more wild and more elaborate stuff. But I prefer that stuff when you can tell that they have an understanding of how letters would look. Did you ever look at like a wild piece and when you're looking at it, you're like, damn, that's dope. But then when you start looking at the letters, you're like, ugh.
Well, my rule is take away the color. If I'm looking at something and I take away the color from that and it's just in this black and white form, kind of sketch form, to where I'm able to see the letters, then you're like, oh, yep. Oh, he killed that because everything just it doesn't have to be symmetrical, but like it's got balance over here, so over there, so over here in the middle, like everything just flowing, like how you said when we were talking about Revoca, how he balances the letters out in a way that you're like, it was almost like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
It looks easy for him.
right. You're like, damn, man, he just. Well, I think that if you want to do any shout outs, man, let them know your IG or anything like that. It's up to you. Just be that
Yeah,
time.
if you want to find me on IG at Bus166, then I got a Graffiti Machine podcast. It's pretty not graffiti. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. Check it out if you want.
What do you have it on Spotify or?
Yeah, it's on everything.
Okay.
Spotify, Apple, all that shit. Yeah.
Go check it out, Machine Podcast.
Oh, but what is that? Bus. Jer-
Bus166.
Germ, did you find out his IG page? Okay. Nah,
Yeah,
nah,
you
I
can
give him
fo-
homework and shit. You know
You
what
can
I mean?
follow that one too if you want, but you know,
Yeah, I'm just giving that's my baby brother right there, man. I give him a hard time.
that's cool.
Gotta give him a hard time, you know. Well, man, the end of the tongue tied. The end of the year is coming up, so there's gonna be a lot of like Halloween's coming up. Man, we're gonna try to get some more functions happening. First Friday's gonna, we got 3 more First Fridays. There's gonna be events happening, so keep you in the loop. Try to get you involved with us, or just in the art scene stuff. So you're not at home all the time.
Yeah.
Work home, have some fun. Shout out Days, the Days Age. You guys need any screen printing done?
Hit me up.
Get it, that guy.
T-shirts, hats, whatever.
Whatever. Germ, you got any vital information we should hear before we close this out?
Stay away from mosquitoes.
Yeah, mosquitoes all bad. Next time. If we'll have the episode to spread the germ again. Well, man, like I said, I enjoyed it, man. Good talk. Got to learn a little bit about what punk and metal and all that stuff is. Like 2 Cents podcast, man. I don't know if anybody said anything. I forgot to push this button, but I should have. I didn't. But 2 Cents podcast.
We out.
We out, man. Hell yeah.
You are